Okay, once again, good morning, everyone. Today we are going to
Good
start.
morning, ma'am.
Good morning, good morning. So, today we are going to start history lesson number one. And the name of the lesson is How, When, and Where. As from the name only, it can be clarified that what we have to read in this lesson, we are going to understand how the things happen in history, when the things in the past, when what were the dates on the particular for the particular events, and when the did those or where those events took place. Clear? So how the things happened in the past, when that particular event took place, and where those events took place. All this thing we are going to read about in history, and to develop the interest in the subject, this first lesson is given that how, when, and where. That means we will read about the important dates, why the dates were important previously in the past, why those dates were important. And students and people used to think very boring to learn these dates, to memorize these dates. But if why these dates are important, these dates are very important because not only we have to memorize these dates, but these dates were important because some event took place in that particular date, or in that particular situation or time period. That is why these dates were important. So like in first year in sixth standard, you have read about ancient history. Ancient history, everybody, means the past. And in seventh standard, you have read about medieval, about Delhi sultans, about Mughals and all. And now in eighth standard, we are going to read about modern history. That is when Britishers came to India. When Britishers came to India, what were the conditions when Britishers entered India, and uh, what all situations were there when the Britishers rule over India. We are going to read about all this in this year in class 8th. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, beginning with the lesson, how important are dates? There was a time when historians were fascinated with dates. Means was a time means in the past, the historians, who are the historians who read, who are interested in uh, getting knowledge about our history. So they were very much interested to know about the dates of the particular event which took place in the past. So there was a time when historians were fascinated with dates. And then there was there were heated debates about the dates on which rulers were crowned or battles were fought. So there were debates. The particular historians who were interested to know about our history, about our past, they were very much also interested to know about the dates, how the things happened when the particular king was been sat on the throne, when a particular battle like Battle of Panipat was fought. So these historians were very much interested to know about that, and they used to have controversies or the debates. We can say the meetings among themselves, to know about more and more about these dates when the particular situation took place. Now, in the common sense notion, history was synonymous with dates. Now, at that time, history was synonymous with dates. History was synonymous. Synonymous means history was considered as similar with the dates. Is means connected with dates only. Previously, the historians thought that common in common term we can say that history was connected to the dates only. So you may have heard people say, I find history boring because it is all about memorizing dates. So why people thought history as boring subject? Because they thought that it is all about memorizing dates, because they don't want to memorize, they don't want to remember all those dates, because they found very difficult to remember those dates in which the particular thing or the particular event took place. And in such a is such a conception true? Yes, previously it was thought so, but nowadays we don't think that history is just memorizing dates, but those dates, those particular, we can say, stretch of time that when the things happen, or the particular time duration when the things happen, if that is connected to the particular event, it will make history more interesting to read. So you don't have to think history as boring subject, because just because you have to learn the dates and all, but you should think that what happened, which battle took place, which king ruled over that particular time stretch, or which king or means head sat on the throne. According to that only, if you will relate history, you will find very interesting. So it is about finding out how things were in the past and how things have changed now. How the things were in the past, particularly how the things were in the past, that means the things in the past, the man was very nomadic at that previous, in very early past. If we say that man was nomadic, was a wanderer, used to move from one place to another place, then with the innovation, new technologies came, scientific inventions came, uh, the man started having knowledge about the wheel and all, then the life changed slowly, slowly. So how the things were in the past and how things have changed till now, this is all about, uh, we can say, the subject history. As soon as we compare the past with the present, we refer to time, we talk of before and after. That means as we compare our past, that what was the situation, what was the condition in which our past, our ancestors were living, and what is the situation and condition today, just because of the new innovation, new scientific changes. So when we compare our past with the present, we refer to a time, and that means we talk about before and after. Before the things were such, and after the things were means changed in the another way. So hope these two paragraphs are clear. Now coming to the third paragraph. Living in the world, we do not always ask historical questions about what we see around. Now, what we see around, we don't means generally we don't ask questions when uh, means historical questions about what we see around. हम जो आसपास अपने चीजें देखते हैं, मोस्टली उसके बारे में हम बहुत कम बात करते हैं, बट हम हमारे पास्ट के बारे में, you will be also eager to know from your parents about your grandparents means forefathers and all. So आप लोग बहुत eager हो गए उसके बारे में भी. So that is why we can say that in general, the people, the historical questions generally are not related to the present, or what we see all around us. We take things for granted. Whatever things are around us, we just okay, ठीक है, हाँ, we take things for granted, as if what we see has always been in the world we inhabit. Just why we take the things for granted? Because हम सोचते हैं कि हाँ ठीक है, चलता है, ये पहले भी ऐसा था, अभी भी ऐसा है, but this is not such things. But most of us have our moments of wonder when we are curious and we ask questions that actually are historical. But जब हम more curious हो जाते हैं हमारे past के बारे में, then we definitely we will ask the questions what actually happened in the history or in our past. That अगर आप भी अगर curious होगे अपने forefathers के बारे में, अपने ancestors के बारे में, then you will definitely ask questions related to your forefathers and all, to your parents. आप eager हो गए जानने के लिए कि आपके grandparents क्या काम करते थे, कैसे रहते थे उस वक्त, उन्होंने उनकी education कहाँ तक थी. तो उस टाइप से जो curiosity है, वो ही आपको जानने के लिए एक तरीके से we gave the term history. that is historical. Actually, we go to the history, our past, to know what are the things, how the things happened, and what was the situation in the past. Now, watching someone sip a coffee of tea at a roadside tea stall, you may wonder, when did people begin to drink tea or coffee? अब कभी आप टी और कॉफी खुद से ही सिप करते हुए आपके कभी दिमाग में ये नहीं आया कि ये टी का डिस्कवरी कैसे हुई, या कभी आपने सोचने की कोशिश की होगी, तो व्हेन डिड पीपल थिंक टू ड्रिंक टी एंड कॉफी, कब लोगों ने ये सोचा कि ये चाय और कॉफी पीनी चाहिए या इसकी डिस्कवरी की जाए. Looking out of the window of a train, you may ask yourself, when were railways built and how did people travel long distances before the age of railways? और कभी-कभी आपके दिमाग में ये भी बात आई होगी कि how the things happened, means when you are traveling in the railway and all. Uh, So when you are traveling by a train, you might have observed that how the people this means railways were built and how the people used to travel long distances in the past. Reading the newspaper in the morning, you may be curious to know how people got to hear about things before newspaper began to be printed. और जब सुबह न्यूज़पेपर देखते हैं तो आपके दिमाग में ये भी बात आई होगी, आपने ये भी सोचा होगा कि कैसे, मतलब पास्ट में हमारे पेरेंट्स ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स को कैसे इन अगर न्यूज़पेपर जब नहीं आए थे तो कैसे उनको इंफॉर्मेशन मिलती थी, न्यूज़ मिलती थी लोगों के बारे में, या मीन्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड एंड in which the situation they are living, how they used to get the information about that. So now here, figure 1, Brahmins offering a Shastras to Britannica, fortispice to the first map produced by James Venal in 1782. Now this is the first map which was produced by whom? Which was produced by James Renal, and the year is 1782. Whatever things I am giving in the bold letters, please underline that with the pencil in your book. Don't use pen, underline with the pencil. So the first map produced by James Renal was in 1782, and this is the figure which shows the Brahmins offering the Shastras to Britannica, that is 40 spice to the first map, that is the first map produced by James Renal in 1782. James Renal is presenting the first map. So by Renal was asked by Robert Clive to produce map of Hindustan. Underline this also. Who asked Renal to produce map of Hindustan? Who asked Renal to produce map of Hindustan? Robert Clive. Robert Clive was Governor General at that time. He asked Renal to produce maps of Hindustan. Why he asked to produce map of Hindustan? So that it would be very easy to conquer India. जब आपके सामने कोई मैप होगा, उसकी डिटेल स्टडी आपके पास हो जाएगी कि कौन सी प्लेस कहाँ पर है, और जब ये आपको पता लग जाएगा, देन इट विल बी वेरी इजी फॉर द पीपल टू नो अबाउट दैट पर्टिकुलर प्लेस, और उसके बारे में पूरी अच्छी तरीके से जानकारी उनके पास हो जाएगी. एंड द पीपल एट दैट टाइम वाज Britishers, and if the Britisher only asked Renal to produce map of Hindustan, and the main motive to ask Renal to produce the map of Hindustan was that it would be easy for them to conquer India. इंडिया पे अधिकार करने का उनको इजी हो जाएगा, ब्रिटिशर्स को इजीली वो मतलब इंडिया पे कब्जा कर सकते हैं अगर उनके पास हिंदुस्तान का मैप होगा क्लियरली. आई होप इट इज क्लियर. सो अंडरलाइन दिस ऑल्सो. रीनल वॉज आस्क्ड बाय रॉबर्ट क्लाइव टू प्रोड्यूस मैप ऑफ हिंदुस्तान. हिंदुस्तान का मैप रीनल के द्वारा बनाया गया, और किसके किसके मीन्स किसने बोला था? रॉबर्ट क्लाइव ने। Robert Clive was Governor General, an enthusiastic supporter of British conquest of India. और ये जो रॉबर्ट क्लाइव थे, ये बहुत ही ज़्यादा मीन्स सपोर्टर थे ब्रिटिश कॉन्क्वेस्ट ऑफ इंडिया। दैट मीन्स वो चाहते थे कि ब्रिटिशर्स इंडिया को रूल करे, और इसीलिए ये चीज़ सपोर्ट करते थे, और इसीलिए उन्होंने रीनल को मैप ऑफ हिंदुस्तान बनाने के लिए बोला। रीनल saw preparation of maps as essential to the process of domination, और रीनल को भी ये बात पता लग गई कि वो उनको रॉबर्ट क्लाइव मैप बनाने के लिए इसलिए बोल रहे हैं ताकि वो उनको मीन्स इंडिया को डोमिनेट कर सके, ब्रिटिश डोमिनेट कर सके, अपनी सुप्रीमेसी शो कर सके इंडिया पे। The picture here tries to suggest the Indians willingly gave over their ancient text to Britannica, that is the symbol of British power. Symbol of Britannica. What is Britannica? It was a symbol of British power, as if asking her to become the protector of Indian culture. अब ये जो पिक्चर में दिखाया जा रहा है, इसमें ये दिखाया जा रहा है कि जो ब्राह्मण्स हैं, ये विलिंगली अपने आप से एंशिएंट टेक्स्ट जो है वो ब्रिटानिका जो कि ब्रिटिश पावर उस वक्त शो करता था, उसको वो विलिंगली अपना एंशिएंट टेक्स्ट दे रहे हैं। दैट शोज दैट दे आर आस्किंग टू बिकम ब्रिटिशर्स टू बिकम द प्रोटेक्टर ऑफ इंडियन कल्चर। दैट इसका मतलब है कि वो ब्रिटिशर्स को एक तरीके से अपना प्रोटेक्टर के रूप में स्वीकार कर रहे हैं कि वो हमको प्रोटेक्ट करें। इंडियंस ये चाह रहे हैं कि ब्रिटिशर्स प्रोटेक्ट करें इंडिया को। सो इन दिस पिक्चर इट इज शोन दिस वे। आई होप इट इज क्लियर दिस पेज। Now in our next class we are going to continue the same lesson from this page number 2. Clear? Till then, you read this page, and whatever you are not able to understand, you can ask me in our next class, or whenever we will meet next, or on WhatsApp also you can ask me. Uh, and you can read further this lesson also, so that when I make it clear to you in our next class, you will understand it more easily. ठीक है? पहले तो जहाँ तक हमने पढ़ा है वहाँ तक आप पढ़िए, और पढ़ के आइए, कुछ प्रॉब्लम होती है तो आप मुझसे पूछिए, और उसके बाद ये आगे का भी पढ़ लीजिए जहाँ तक आप पढ़ सकते हैं, और ताकि जब मैं आपको नेक्स्ट क्लास में पढ़ाऊँ तो आप इसको ईज़िली समझ सकते हैं। I hope whatever we have done today is clear to you all. So that's all for today. We'll meet in our next class. Till then, stay safe and stay happy. Thank you.